Shooters generally come in two flavors, first-person or third-person. First-person shooters give you that immersive feel where everything unfolds right through your eyes. If you're a fan of shooters and love gaming on your mobile, you're definitely in the right place. Hey everyone, I'm Shayan, and today on MAS SHAON, we're diving into our top picks for the top 10 best new FPS games for Android and iOS. So without further ado, let's jump right in. At number 10, we have Delta Force Hawk Ops. This is an action FPS game developed by Timmy Studio Group for mobile devices. It's the latest installment of the Delta Force saga, returning to the world of video games after more than a decade following the release of Delta Force Extreme 2 on PC in 2009. With Delta Force Hawk Ops, you can experience intense battles in different settings, both solo and multiplayer, and enjoy a multi-platform title that allows you to play with your PC or console friends. The game is set in the year 2035, where you are part of the elite military group known as Delta Force. Your mission is to complete dangerous and risky operations, ranging from rescuing hostages to taking down hazardous targets. You'll be assisted by 3 squad members to achieve these goals. Breaking into number 9, we have Indus Battle. Indus Battle is an FPS battle royale that takes Hindu tradition under a futuristic view to offer a unique experience. It's a fun, action-packed multiplayer game where people from all over the world fight to survive and win the game. The futuristic setting is inspired by Hindu culture, making for a heated battle in which only the best will be victorious. Indus Battle Royale's world is much more than just that, as it features its own lore and history. In this game, you'll play as a myth walker hired by an international union known as Coven. This union has discovered a planet named Indus, rich with advanced technology and material they want to exploit, Cosium. If you want it, you'll have to fight others for it. Coming in at number 8, we have AceForce 2. AceForce 2 is the sequel to AceForce. Just as in the first installment, you will join exciting 5v5 battles against players from all over the world. With the help of the UE4 graphics engine, you can enjoy frenetic battles in which you won't be able to take your eyes off the screen for even a second. Next up at number 7, we have Rage Effect Mobile. This is an action-packed first-person shooter game developed by Golden Studios, an Indian indie game studio. The game features intense gameplay, stunning graphics, and an arsenal of weapons and maps to choose from. You can engage in single-player missions or multiplayer battles with other players from around the world. With regular updates and new content, Rage Effect Mobile offers endless hours of entertainment for FPS and TPS fans. The game provides a thrilling and fast-paced gameplay experience, keeping players engaged and entertained throughout. With a diverse range of weapons to choose from, you can customize your gameplay style and strategy, adding a layer of excitement and variety to the game. The game boasts impressive high-quality graphics, creating a visually stunning environment that adds to the overall immersive experience. Down to number 6, we have World War II. This is a multiplayer FPS shooter set in World War II. Here, 2 teams of up to 5 players each can face off in enormous settings, many of them being recreations of important historical events and battles. At first, you'll only have the classic team deathmatch mode unlocked. However, as you play and level up, you'll be able to unlock 5 more game modes, including Arms Race and Knives Only, just to name a few. At the beginning of the game, you can choose between the 4 big participants in World War II: the USSR, the USA, Japan, and Germany. You have to choose one nation when you play on the Allies side and another when you play on the Axis side. Overall, this is an excellent multiplayer game that takes its inspiration from classics like the Battlefield saga and Call of Duty. Moving on to number 5, we have Zombie State. This is a post-apocalyptic FPS where you'll strive for survival in a devastated world. Here, you'll face dozens of waves of bloodthirsty zombies trying to kill you. If you're looking for a survival game that will test your skills, Download Zombie State for free and try to survive in a city infested with the living dead. You'll start your adventure with a small pistol that will help you defeat your first few enemies. Along the way, you'll find weapons of all kinds that you'll have to equip. You can only carry 3 at a time, so choose wisely because it will be impossible to recover any abandoned weapons. Zombie State has a vast arsenal made up of short, medium, and long-range weapons. Equip yourself with those that the situation calls for. Next up at number 4, we have Bright Memory Mobile. Bright Memory is a first-person shooter set in a futuristic world where you play as a special agent whose mission goes sideways when an accident sends him soaring through space toward a totally unfamiliar place. The gameplay is perfect for touchscreens. The story mode in Bright Memory takes you through a series of majestic settings where you fight against all kinds of enemies. In the beginning, you fight against soldiers armed with machine guns or shotguns, but attack quickly if you want to kill them before they kill you. Luckily, you will have a great arsenal at your disposal. Bright Memory is a spectacular FPS in every respect, with absolutely amazing graphics and gameplay that's perfect for touchscreens, which is especially impressive given that the game was designed for PCs. Coming in at number 3, we have Europe Front Remastered. This is a first-person shooter set during World War II that offers an extensive single-player campaign in which you will control 2 different factions, Germany and the Soviet Union. As its name suggests, this version of the game is a remaster of the original title, which had worse graphics. Next up at number 2, we have Devil War. Devil War is an FPS set in a strange universe plunged into darkness, where you'll be faced with dozens of monsters standing in your way. Armed with the various pistols and rifles you find along the way, your job is to shoot at all the monsters one by one until you win each confrontation. It has 3D graphics that depict all the enemies and scenarios with a good dose of realism. To advance, tap on the joystick on the screen to move through each surface that's been divided into blocks. In this way, you can keep advancing while also shooting at each monster with a clear objective of staying alive. To open fire against your enemies, all you have to do is slide your finger over the screen and then press the fire button. Like this, you can strike down your enemies in a matter of seconds before they have a chance to harm you. And finally, at number 1, we have Bloodstrike. Bloodstrike is an FPS battle royale game where you immerse yourself in an intense battle involving dozens of weapons and try to emerge victorious in true Warzone style. This game has enough incentives to keep you entertained throughout each game you play. In the game, you will find a battle royale gameplay component. This means that throughout each round, you must try to survive in the middle of a map full of enemies that will do everything possible to stop you. However, far from acting scared, you need to efficiently use all the elements in your arsenal at all times to try to kill all your opponents before it's too late. With a first-person view of the action, you will always have a close-up view of all the opponents you have in your sights. And as always, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time, right here on MAS SHAON.